What are dark secrets about the porn industry that people should know? Great. After reading these comments I can no longer watch porn. Thanks bois. A lot of the 18-year-olds in the porn industry probably were in it when they were younger too. If you have any 80s VHS tapes of Tracy Lords, you could potentially be in possession of Child Plus 18 movies. She used fake identification and was 16 when she began filming and may have even been as young as 15. I know a girl who did some porn and she started doing it when she was only a teenager, except all her porn videos were labeled 18 plus. Edit. She started doing porn at 16 and they just lied and said she was 18 plus in her videos even though she was underage. The grooming and locking. If you've never heard of locking, it's basically when a group of girls doing porn are living together, typically, and they are pressured to spend their money by producers who claim to be their friends. The goal here is to diminish any sort of saving money thought process, and they make it out like the money will never stop coming. This keeps them broke and making doing more shoots. Edit. Just wanted to say thanks for the upvotes. Hopefully this will be top comment so more awareness gets out. Grooming doesn't stop because they made a few videos. A lot of actors takes a lot of drugs, like a lot. Plus basically every male actor gets erectile dysfunction after being in the business for so long as they are pumped up on Viagra. Oh, I also used to drive some exotic dancers 2 or 3 cities to do regular doctor appointments. They never felt safe going local because they always get recognized and people get creepy. Not sure if that counts as porn industry, but I'd imagine the same rules apply. Many of the 18-yo porn stars were recruited when they were 16 or 17. That some companies like Girls Do Porn systematically coerce young women into porn. Source: child actors from Thailand. A trafficked 15-year-old was found on Pornhub. Almost 100 videos. She was verified by Pornhub while trafficked. Hot Girls Wanted, produced by Rashida Jones, explores most of the seedy practices discussed in here. James Dean, the famous porn star who made a killing by looking like an authentic, genuine dude, is a rapist according to several co-stars and his ex-girlfriend Stoya. But the porn industry didn't get a Me Too movement. So he's still in porn and Stoya isn't. And it wasn't even a frocking secret. Edit. Apparently she's still doing porn, just on her own platform at Zero Spaces. Edit. 2 ex-girlfriends. The Guardian. Us News, the 30th of November 2015, James Dean sexual assault accusations Stoya porn industry. 1. Amateur, homemade. 18y0. Vids are likely not 18. 2. The industry gives no sits about protecting minors. If it were legal they'd go as low as they could. C. Japan. Color Climax. Tracy Lords. Tracy Lords' case is especially despicable due to all the hate she received when it came out she was 16 in her vids and 14 in her pinups, as well as the fact that in 1987 they made a porn film about her sexual exploitation. 3. Pornhub specifically makes it especially difficult to get minors taken down from the site even if you report multiple times. Several famous minors are actually recommended search terms. 4. Not really the industry. But whenever there's a high-profile rape in the news, the victim's name becomes a popular search terms on all sites. It was once legal in some countries to use children. Some girls are tricked into filming the video. They're promised to do some modeling, and when they arrive they find out that it's more than just a few pictures. Porn is a big human trafficking industry. Nowhere near as rampant and dangerous as child trafficking, but it's still very active. Does it bother anyone else how abundant the teen and incest step family content is on Pornhub? Edit. I am not into those. A lot of the time Child Plus 18 movies slips through the cracks. More often than not those girls that look 14 to 16 are actually within that age range, but nobody questions it because age checks don't happen often. So next time you're spanking your bacon to some petite flat-chested teen barely legal, think twice before you nut. That may be a child. They, mainly Pornhub, but most sites do it. Turn a blind eye to human trafficking because that rings in over 1/3 of their profits through these homemade videos. Also there was a petition to get Pornhub taken down for this. Not sure if it's been said yet, but the outdoor or public scenes require permits to shoot. 80% of the time the crew shows up with a police scanner and cheeses it before the cops show up. Edit. Yes folks. There's worse out there than evading paperwork filing costs in the porn industry. But when posting initially I really expected this to be overlooked. Also, cheese it is an outdated term apparently. A lot of girls get trafficked into porn or they are coerced into rougher, fetishized scenes that they are uncomfortable with but feel they have to perform because they are unsafe and in some cases, They aren't even able to say their safe words. There is a lot of drugs and violence involved. Actresses may be offered drugs like Xanax before a scene, and some have been asked to eat apples so that they can vomit on screen. Injuries may occur, including the woman who left a rough BJ scene and had burst a blood vessel in her eye due to the nature of the shoot. There is plenty more horror stories online. Pornhub actively removes any criticism on Reddit using the admins. You'll receive at minimum 3-day suspension, or perhaps more, just for mentioning that they consistently fail to remove child porn or non-consensual rape videos. Just Google Pornhub fail to remove videos. Too many to count. Edit. It's under harassment on the content policy. Didn't August Ames kill herself because people harassed her and called her a homophobe because she refused to do a shot with a gay man who hadn't been tested for STDs? I mean, I feel like that's pretty well known, but still felt like sharing. Often men takes Viagra, Cialis and other drugs to stay long. Some of them even takes the drugs with a syringe in their own penis. Most of the cum is a mixed fluid. They take it in an extra camera shot so that it looks normal. Christian the 30th molest the women after the clip is finished. About every woman says that. Porn isn't a how-to guide for your own sex life. The porn industry is very toxic and the actors are treated very badly. I think I might be done with real porn after reading this thread. Pornhub has already been directly involved with human traffic of a teenage girl. There were 100 videos of her. She was verified. Pornhub literally supported pedophilia, human traffic and rape. ITT. A lot of people, rightly, bashing Pornhub for their transgressions, yet no one seems to be mentioning that you're just as likely to find underage girls in art gone wild. And let's not pretend that Reddit is not a part of the porn industry. Porn star Veronica Rodriguez filmed multiple videos with her real half-sister. They share a father. Yep, that's actual incest. Sits messed up. Edit. Her sister is Katya Rodriguez. Should have posted this with a serious tag. Probably the open secret that Pornhub has been in hot water for quite a while in regards to child plus 18 movies, abuse, and revenge porn. As far as I know, they host a lot of child plus 18 movies, revenge porn videos, and when the survivors reach out in regards to taking the videos down, Pornhub drags their feet and is very slow to remove said videos. An article for reference, Google. .com/amp. The Guardian. Global Development, the 9th of March 2020, world's biggest porn site under fire over videos. Pornhub. Turns out that most of those girls are coked, methed, heroined out of their frocking minds while they take that dig. Those orgasms aren't real. Edit. I can't believe this was my first comment that got so many upvotes and an award. WTF. Drugs. Abuse. Lie. Porn sites have no real way of verifying users' ages, which means those sizes are not natural. And the actors usually don't last an hour. They just edit the shootings they did. Edit. Wow. My most upvoted comment is about digs 3 times bigger than mine. Note that, as someone else has pointed out down here, another big thing, pun intended, is the camera angle. They are shot with the purpose of making the dig look bigger. So watch out with your dig pics. I had a friend who worked as a cameraman in porn. Long story short, he was suicidal by the time he left. The industry really frocked him over. That if you had sex with a guy and it was uploaded to PH, then you literally have no rights to remove that video. Some of them are not 18. Think before you fap to some of your favorite. Barely legal. Sit. Oh, one more thing. Medium age when children see porn for the first time is 12 and gets lower. Many porn videos are videos of child exploitation, rape, and sex trafficking, especially on Pornhub. It's hard to vet which is which as well. I'm just amazed and outraged how YouTube can be fined and forced to patrol copyrighted content. Meanwhile, no one holds Pornhub accountable for its abusive and illegal content. P*RN Hub had a missing 15 as a verified model. A huge number of stars do drugs, including most of the top names. Some enter the industry to pay for their habit. Others use them as numbing agents, especially in anal scenes. Most female stars never orgasm and many have serious psychological issues. Source: Insider Info. This is a well duh thing. They're almost all prostitutes. Most people don't put 2 and 2 together, but yes. It is easier to persuade a prostitute to do a porn than it is to persuade actors and actresses to do it. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley. The industry was very tight-knit and closed off, but everyone knew people in the industry in some capacity. Johnny Sins is not an astronaut, or firefighter, or police officer. 1. Many actresses are forced to do more than they signed up for. Of course they are not forced with gun to their head, but with getting paid nothing at all and losing all future contracts and therefore at least some financial stability. 2. No one really cares about condition of female performers. One has reported she had internal bleeding from rough anal, but she got to the hospital only after director decided they were done. 3. Pornhub, and definitely many others, has tons of real-life rapes, inclusive rapes of minors, and only victims and some allies try to fight against it. 4. Many performers use drugs to dissociate. 5. Many are manipulated into doing porn. It ain't even her real brother, in most cases. Pornhub is a wretched hive of scum and villainy. No secret, the porn industry is pretty much evil, and lives would be saved if we took that seriously. Most men in gay porn are straight. They just get paid more for taking it up the bum. Edit. To all of those saying that doing gay porn makes you gay, I'll say this: doing something you don't really enjoy, but pretending you're happy is what the rest of us call a day's work. Edit 2. Thanks for upvotes and awards. I'm surprised my answer got so popular. I'm afraid I can't answer all your comments, but I've enjoyed reading the ones I've seen. Thank you. 18. 500 kind strangers. Asterisk 12. 500. Asterisk 21. 700. Many of the actresses you're watching are trafficked women who are filmed whilst being raped. There are also many counts of children and teens who have been sexually abused and raped having their videos uploaded to PH and them literally having to take legal action before PH removes the videos, allowing the site to profit off of child rapists and human trafficking. Every time you go into these sites, I hope you're remembering that this isn't some religious call asking you to save your souls. It's asking you to be decent enough to not support this abusive industry. Rape is common. Adult women have hair surrounding their angina. I knew a girl who was in the adult industry. She saved no money, spent it all, and ended up working at the telemarketing place I worked at. Everyone recognized her because she was a fairly popular adult star online. Anyways, she gets a boyfriend and says she doesn't want to come back. They convince her to by saying she can shoot with just her boyfriend. This slowly evolves into her watching her boyfriend frock other women, which then evolves into her boyfriend becoming a porn star and her becoming a broke, depressed shell of a human being. Pornhub makes itself look like a cool, woke company, but many women have had videos of their r*pay uploaded onto the website. Even when they contacted Pornhub to let them know the context behind the video, Pornhub would not remove them and continued making money off of it. It's not just Pornhub, but other websites. One woman had to pose as a lawyer to get her video removed. There's also been lots of underage girls on the websites, with nothing being done even when people running the site are made aware. It's important for porn sites to be responsible, and they need to be better about this. Japanese people have normal genitalia. Their junk isn't actually pixelated in real life. The fact most top comments are jokes until one discussing human trafficking, sexual assault, drug abuse and pedophilia really does say a lot about our relationship with porn and trouble-riddled industries. It's affecting your mental health the more you watch it in ways you probably can't imagine. Women who do anal often have to eat plenty of painkillers to deal with the act. Rape. Male porn stars often inject Viagra-like substances in their digs, and this is very unhealthy, dangerous. Not really a secret, but John Waters once noted, "No one goes into porn because something good happened to them as a child." Given their comments, I feel like Op is an alien doing a research paper on humans. That porn fuels sex trafficking, that the porn industry has had countless non-reported and reported sexual assault, rape, slavery, etc. Pornhub and the rest of the porn industry. The big sites like Pornhub and XNXX don't give a shit as long as they're making money. A video of me being gang raped was uploaded to Pornhub back in October and it still hasn't been removed. From what I have heard, girls are given injections to make them bulky. Lots of drugs are involved.